Hello everyone, it is Joe here from Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. Today we're looking at the forgotten VMAX of the format. Centiskorch VMAX really hasn't had much of a look in the Battle Styles meta. The Victini VMAX was a shiny new toy that everyone jumped straight towards, but it turns out that there's still enough tag team Pokemon in the meta game that's proving challenging for Victini. So I thought that where the meta lies right now, Centiskorch is not in the worst place. I think one of the things that I thought about Centiskorch in this new meta was that it was going to struggle against Victini quite a lot, because you're pretty awkward going second in that matchup because they can quite easily just boss up your Centiskorch and you're just going to lose a prize race in that situation. So interestingly, your fire matchup is one of your weakest ones, the Victini matchups and the Mewtwo Victini, but pretty much against everything else you're really quite solid. You've got the Centiskorch in here that can just grow far too big for tag team Pokemon. We saw how strong it has been in previous formats at dealing with tag teams, and Mewtwo is around in droves right now. There's even grass builds of Mewtwo, which I'm sure you'd be quite happy to face. Psychic builds of Mewtwo as well are out there, and we're not too worried about like the hand disruption stuff. You play off the board quite a lot with Centiskorch after your opening like flare starter plays. If you weld onto it, it can just continue to like smash into the face without need of any other cards available to you. So you're pretty decent into those sorts of matchups. Your damage output is just very solid in general. And the fire typing is super strong right now, with LucMetal being on the rise and ADP still being an ever-present archetype. So yeah, not too many tricks going on with Centiskorch. We're just sort of bringing it back and saying it's in a decent meta placement, to be honest. We are playing the Mewtwo little mini package of Heatran Charizard Mewtwo to help out against Urshi, where you can drop a Mewtwo Welder attached to it and use Double Blaze GX just to knock one out of nowhere, which is always like a good finishing option for you. We've got ourselves Kricketune V in the deck. The new update from Battle Stars is that I have taken away the Jirachi option and gone for Kricketune Air Balloon alongside Pokégears, trying to give us deep dives into the deck for that Welder play, and also just having that Birdkeeper as the additional supporter in here to help us pivot in and out of Kricketune, and just in general give ourselves more draw options in the sort of mid-game. As well as like switch outs to Paralysis, which is Picarom's main gimmick against you. They're going to try and stamp you down, hit you with a Paralysis, and hope to two-shot your Centiskorch because it's way too big for them to deal with all in one turn. So having Quick Ball, Gear out, as well as drawing extra cards with an exciting stage, you can hopefully get out of their lock with the 4-switch and the 1 Birdkeeper that we are using. So other than that, quite straightforward. I still love the sort of Welder package that we got going on here. It does play quite differently to Victini, but I feel like it's not in a bad spot once again in the meta. So let's jump into some games with Centiskorch, but not before we talk about the Potown store, my lovely sponsor. It's a great place for you to find PTCGO codes, and you can even use code Omnipoke for 5% discount on your orders. So yeah, with that, let's get into game 1 of the day. Our opponent is forcing us first, which you don't enjoy too much. We are definitely go second gamers. But we do have the Volk start. We also have Reshiram that we can just manually attach to on our first turn and start going down the Flare Strike route. Our opponent going second in with a Grass Psychic deck box. Maybe it's Rillaboom, Eggrow. Certainly seems to be the case. They're playing Janine in their deck. What does that tell me? Are they playing Venomoth GX? No, don't. Please. I'm scared. All right, we've drawn a lot of our switches. We see a Mewtwo from them straight away. I'm just going to attach to Reshiram and pass. Don't play the gear because we get an extra draw next turn, obviously. And we don't know what's what. They're going to go ahead and tackle. So they're going to get the Guzhala. They're going to discard their Eggrow. They can go ahead and Super Grow into a Grookey. Well, a Grookey into Thwackey and Rillaboom. They also have a Cherish Ball, so even more discards. Yeah, they are playing the Shinobi Mastery Venomoth. That's the only reason why there's a Janine in their deck, right? It must be. So if you played a Koga's Trap, you do 90 more. If you played a Janine, prevent all damage done by basic Pokemon. So we are going to have to try and prioritize getting a Centiskorch out at some point here, because we don't want to get wrecked by Shinobi Mastery. And there is the Super Grow. Okay. So even if we just weld a 1 energy here, I don't mind spending the Double Blades. It's not great for me, but it can be a play that we go for. Exciting Stage isn't too bad. Let's play the gear here and see what we get. Birdkeeper isn't ideal. A ton of switch outs here. Maybe I just end on a Flare Starter here. Maybe I boss the Rillaboom and Flare Starter for a turn. It's probably my best play. Just try and slow him down a little bit. Keep him off of his hopefully ideal turn. I think I will play some switches here. We'll go 1. We'll go 2. We'll go attach. We'll draw our cards. We'll go 3, I guess. And we'll just Flare Starter. It opens up Com for us. I can't be too mad. It's another tag call, so he can Malolana his way out of the Rillaboom if he wants to. He could also Guzhala for like Balloon, turn attach, and then double Voltage Beat onto the Mewtwo. Plenty of ways he can get the attack in here, take the first KO of the game with Calming Hurricane, which you don't like to see, but there we are. We're probably going Cricket next turn and probably just going to go for Double Blaze with Birdkeeper. Really awkward opening for us. Yeah, so he's going to go for the Balloon attach, Voltage Beat to the Mewtwo. It looks dicey, but with the option for us to potentially burst out our own Mewtwo, could be okay. The only thing is I really don't want to be using my GX attack, so if he brings up the Reshizard, I will just Outrage into him. This actually helps me in a way. Right. The thing is, I still really need the cards. So I'm going to start here. We are going to get some cards underway, which is important. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Dedenne. Heatran will probably not be used, because I want to save the Double Blaze GX for that. It does mean I won't be attaching to Kricketune here. Will I attach to anything is the question. Attaching to Volt doesn't make too much sense because he just 150 me again and heal. 180 plus 110 means he stays out of range with the Calming Hurricane. So I should probably just Dedenne change. The only thing is I've played 3 balloons, so I'd have to hit Air Balloon. I guess I have to play safe. It sucks, but... Okay, Cram, not looking great. I need to make a Centiskorch just in case he Janines me at any point. We'll keep the switch around for next turn, because the energy isn't relevant there. Alright, let's just Outrage. Next turn, I probably have to play Crobat, because I can't get rid of this Mewtwo. It's too important for our path. There is a big Charm to the bench. And a Marnie. Okay, choosing to Marnie before the Voltage Beat is interesting. We hit Stamp, which is going to be helpful for us. And the Mewtwo is now nestled to the bottom of our deck, so we don't have to discard it, which is nice. There's the Voltage Beat. There's the Dedenne change. And the Calming Hurricane. Okay, so we're going to try and just make the VMAX in 120 him here, because that's going to be a KO. And then he's going to try and get rid of all of our energies, right? That's his play. He's going to try and Tropical Hour us, and then we just have to make a Mewtwo and win the game. I'll always be playing Stamp. I still don't have enough switch outs to trust Kricketune, so I'll just go active with Senti here. Oh, that's super annoying. Rip. And yeah, we have to Dedenne change away this. Which does hurt. Some good cards there. We miss. Okay. We can Kricketune for cards. We can Crobat for cards as well. So we're not out of the woods yet. I can turn attach. Bloom doesn't change anything there. I guess I could Cricket for one first, because I guess my hand size is only going to grow more with Crobat, and if it's an insta-playable, it's good for me. Oh, that's amazing for me. Okay. Now we just have to hit the VMAX. Okay, we have the Mewtwo for next turn as well. So he comes in, GXs, if he has energy, of course. If he doesn't have energy, we're in a really good spot. If he has energy, things get quite dicey. Grass energy, right? Or does it need to be grass? It has to be any energy. We draw the Welder off prizes. So we have a very real opportunity to win here. Even if he does Tropical Hour now, because I have the Welder in hand. The Reshizard's already in the bin for us. There's the Marnie, that's a shame. Our hand was insane. So, Marnieing before the Voltage, because he needs to hit the energy attachment to get the GX attack off. Two Welders down, we still have gear. We can still try and make that Mewtwo play happen. We're just very low on switch outs. I'm gonna go ahead and quick ball away a Buzzmosa. Eldegoss doesn't change anything. Air Balloon doesn't change anything. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy is used. Are they just going Elegant Soul here? We shall see. Yeah. All right, so we're at 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30. Okay, I think we should be there. So we can get rid of this. We just need to hit the Welder, obviously. It's literally just Welder or bust, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. So yeah, that's literally all it is. So we will attach. We can play the quick ball. We can grab the Crobat. We can Crobat for 3. Then we have the path to the Welder. It is not our last cards, so there we go. Big Senti coming in. Didn't need the Mewtwo burst play. In the end, we're just going to get over the line with a big punch. Pretty nice. A one-punch play. Stamping them was pretty important there by the looks of things. We had win before the Marnie and then after the Marnie, so that's always nice. We had ways to beat the Tropical Hour, it just wasn't great. Plus our opening was very poor. Alright, so we get to choose to go second, which is where we want to be. Our hand is actually very nice. We have a Welder play plus a Heatran play, or a Volk play, depending on which one we prefer. Looks like we're up against a Rapid Strike, and they've already got rid of a couple of big cards. Cramorant is actually very good against them, but a big Centiskorch is also just super good. And of course we played a Mewtwo as well. So they have to be mindful of all sorts here. They're going to switch into Jirachi, get some wishes going. They're going to grab a research. Seems good, seems good. And then just going to pass. Okay. More quick balls, right. Let's go ahead and start with the Hearth. Get rid of a fire, then I'll quick ball away a quick ball and use the Welder. And okay, the hand is reasonable. It's one of those things where I don't really want to end on a Volk with this sort of hand. It means I would have to keep the Hearth in play. Only one stadium played from him though, so maybe it's a gamble that we take. Alternative path is to just go Crobat this turn. Or I could just hot burn GX this for the prize, the tempo prize. Lots of options actually here. Maybe I Crobat and keep my option open. I am scared of putting things like Crobats down, but I've already got Dedenne down. It's a very poor 3 cards. At least it's a counter stadium though. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, we'll just pass. Not really maximum tempo here. Okay, so they find their second dojo. We can immediately bounce that. So we know we're keeping Hearth in play, which is always good for us. I'm going to go ahead and research away a couple nets. They do find VMAX, they do find energy. They can quick ball, get rid of Jirachi, which is very good for us. Crobatting, Jirachi comes down, and just a pass, so no switch out. So both of us not really on full cylinders, which is good. Now I can just make a VMAX pretty big, and that's going to be very scary for him. You got to think that's pretty scary. I kind of like the one prize. If nothing else happens next turn, I can Great Catcher. In theory, I am threatening a KO even on the VMAX. I would have to Welder attach, but it is possible. They're going to go ahead Stellar Wish. Grab a Marnie. That's not bad for me at all. I'll certainly take a Marnie. Vitband. That's actually huge for him here. Wow, I have a lot of options here. Heatran is an obvious one. Mewtwo's also a play. Mewtwo would be insane if I could pull it off. I just don't have the discard outs for the Zard. I can't imagine he plays more than one Vitband though, right? So we're at 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 20, 28 right now. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, no, 16, 20, 24, 28. So 32, yeah. So we're just killing him now. We will be playing around Stamp. Oh, I thought that was a com. I'm an idiot. Okay. This is how I play around Stamp, I guess. Or I could go Hot Burn here. And keep some energy on board. Just so many good options, realistically. I guess I wouldn't keep any energy. Do I need to play anything down is the question. I think we should just be pretty safe to win the game, but I do still want to play around Stamp if I can. I just don't know what I should be benching here to play around Stamp the best. My hand is like so good. It's hard to say what the best play is. When I'm not sure, I should just take the swipe, right? So we're only in a spot of bother if they play second Vitband or third Stadium. Gonna see a Marnie. There's a VMAX. They are... Oh, Zigzagoon as well. Ziggy Ping. They should always be playing Zigzagoon, right? Yeah, there you go. So he's going to come in and punch. Birdkeeper not ideal. Welder pretty good to the Senti. can't really make good use of the Mewtwo right now. I definitely want to make a Cricket. Do I want a Crobat first here? Crobatting in a VMAX is kind of dicey. But I need to have turn attachment to really be threatening game next turn. So we probably should be going Crobat here. Cricket for card. Great Catch is good. Okay, there's the energy drop. And we will just stay active. So we have game next turn with the Train. They're going to research it all away. Chose not to Marnie us, but could still stamp us. Could be why they went the research route instead. Switch and Wish? No. Switch, Attach, and Gale Thrust. Okay, that's game. In all ways. So there we go. Nice win. We made one big Senti to take a VMAX KO, which is pretty insane. Let's get one more game in with Senti. Some close wins here, but wins are wins. It's against some of the best decks as well. We are going to win that coin flip. We'd like to go second, of course. Starting Dedenne. Probably forced to play Dedenne as well. That's not ideal. Zamazenta. Okay. Tackle means it's LucMetal. This is a matchup we're trying to feast on. So I'm probably taking a slower approach here. I'm probably just going to make a Senti or make a Zard. Crobat's a super good draw for us. Okay. I think now I meant to go Volk, right? Let's take our 3 cards. I don't mind playing Dedenne here. We want the last space to be an attacker that can get through Zama, so... We do hit Switch out, which is nice. Do I want to spread these energies? Probably. Probably 1 active, 2 bench. Just to play around in case he boss GXs. I think it goes Hella, they can start getting some coatings on board, which is certainly going to be important. Cape of Toughness, Swell, all good. All good against us. I can, of course, Radiating Heat off the coatings. They're just going to pass, okay. I'm going to pop Cram back in the deck. I think I meant to just make VMAX here and Punch active. Don't think I need to overplay the hand. I want to keep the board space open. Yeah, I think I should just punch. See what comes of the punch. Don't really mind him GXing the Volk. Then this is just safe to start snaking around. Ah, he's going to KO the Volk. Gonna capture out a Zacian. The passing, that's pretty solid for us. Okay, they're gonna Malolana their way out of here, heal up the boy, and just take the KO. We're just going to try and get a fresh hand here. Try and find some fire energies. Obviously not. This GX is actually going to be really scary for us. Am I meant to switch out of it? What a tough break. What am I trying to find if I'm just missing attacks here? Yeah, I guess I just have to let him GX me. You don't like it, but you kind of have to go along with it. I can't just pass into this. Even with a 2-card hand, he's more happy Intrepid Sorting or just putting more pressure on. He'll GX all these energies off and then we'll see what's what. Kind of bailed by the Marnie a little bit here. To a ton of supporters, but no energy cards. He has to GX, right? He can't try and race us. Yeah. Energy is very nice. It means I could just still get a Centiferno off this turn. Okay. Yeah, that's really good for us. Maintain that pressure. Rebuild Big Snake. We should be in pretty decent shape here. Taking the boss. And switch. So we actually have the perfect response to this. Which, don't tell him, but that's going to be a pretty sad Birdkeeper Air Balloon play. He's just going to Intrepid. Okay. You hate to see it. Do I just throw all three onto him? I guess I should, right? Maybe two? Yeah, I think two is correct. And just GX, and then have the option to attach to him next turn. Alright, up comes a Zacian. That's Doll. Currently have the answer in the boss. I'm going to switch into Doll. Can they disrupt this hand? They can boss. Another Doll coming down. And a sword. Okay. Well, none of these are coatings, right? So he's at effectively 250, and we're going 8, 16, 24. So I'll spend the switch. This is probably scooping territory. Why did I do my math wrong? Oh well, we're doing loads. No defense is going to stop this at this point. I think even coatings, everything's in range. There's a doll and a coating and a saucer and a sword. We kind of just have to punch stuff at this point. We can't access boss, but we'll just make a giant snake. There's the attack call. One Guzhala, one Malolana played. Could have Sinlin and more heal in there. Could just be scouting his options in the deck at this point. But I think we're getting over the line pretty comfortably. Yep, Sinlin Malolana. Sinlin. Grand back boss. Gonna draw 3 more. We'll certainly stamp next turn. I probably should also hearth away the Senti. Okay, that's not happening. There's a cape. Big boy. Okay, he's going to come in and swing. All right. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 minus the 3. So I'd have to hit energy off this. I'm always playing the stamp. Because I don't want him to chase this if I want to switch and attack with Tran. What's wrong with switch attack with Tran? Not a huge amount, but I can just win this turn, which is appealing. If I don't chase and just attach to Heatran, do I just win anyway? Yeah, probably right. Four, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 with the Welder. I'd have to turn attach. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 energies played. I think I should just Welder to the Heatran. It's the safest move, I think. Let's not overcommit when we don't have to. Tackle Malolana. We still have Eldegoss for game here, though. We just need our board space to be opened up, really. There's the doll. Doll's back. There's the stamp, so it is interesting. Now then. Any communication is a good out. Any ball search card. Obviously Eldegoss is game. Com is game. We actually did have a number of good outs there. The only bad outs were our switches, right? Those were the only cards that we couldn't draw. So we actually did have a huge amount of outs to win. I possibly could have played the switches last turn. But actually dicey at the end. I kind of question using the Hot Burn as aggressively as I did. Maybe if I kept Hot Burn as an option in the back. I was trying to keep the Senti as big as possible, but regardless, we got there in the end. So yeah, that's Centiskorch. 3 very close games, but 3 games we were able to edge out. We were still getting stamped down low. I think I only had Cricket developed in one of those games in the end, so it's not really a card you can like prioritize getting into play, but when you just draw into it throughout the game, it's a super good card to just get down on the board and really secure that late game position for you, because it wasn't always available for us there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Centiskorch. Why has it completely fallen off the map? I still feel it's got a very good amount of damage into the tag team matchups, as I already mentioned, and your type coverage is still insane. So I think it's just really underrepresented in the meta right now. I know there are still some awkward one-prize decks out there, like Tempozard and Mad Party, which has never been particularly a good matchup for you, but that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Cheers.